Well, hello there. It's Vanlife, but not as we know it. Like most people in the UK who have camper vans or vans and go away, who are not full-time van dwellers, but who just weekend warriors, as it were. Since the plague hit us, my van has been off the road. It was snowned. That's, if you're not outside the UK, that's a sort of statutory off-road notification where your road tax is suspended. Basically, you cash in your road tax and take it off-road, because obviously there's no point in keeping it taxed when you can't. Hello, Jude. Yeah, you're obviously not much use having your road tax on a van if you can't use it. It's just sitting on your drive or wherever. So yeah, it's been off road, and it's been just I've been starting it, keeping it ticking over, and then just coming up to August, I thought, well, we can travel a bit now, although it's not very nice at the moment, because with people taking their holidays at home in the UK instead of going abroad, because we've got all these quarantine regulations and restrictions at the moment. You know, coming back from Spain, you've got to quarantine for 2 weeks, putting a lot of people off. So it's gone a bit crazy, especially the coastal areas. Everybody's booking self-contained accommodation, and the bookings are up 500% in some places, I hear, from normal. So it's gone a bit crazy. So not the best time, summer holidays, with the current situation, to be going van touring. But I thought if we keep away from the honeypots like the Lake District, the Peak District, Cornwall, perhaps start off dipping our toe in the water and going down to Radnorshire. It's quiet down there usually, and then one or two quiet places. I thought, yeah, we'll get it back on the road. But then a problem arose. The other day I came to start it. I had a loud beep, and an oil warning light was flashing, and the battery light wasn't going off, and the MOT was due. It turns out we've still got 6 months grace because of the plague. If your van is MOT's due before I think it applies to cars as well, before the 31st of July, you get 6 months extension. So that hasn't been an issue, the MOT. But I did take it into the garage and said, initially get it MOT'd, and if you could just fix this electrical problem. But the problem is they're snowed under with work. Everybody's taking their cars in after lockdown, and vans, and the garage that I normally use is about 10 miles away. Just couldn't do it. He had a look at it, said the alternator's not throwing out much power, only about 11 amps or something. He said you probably need an oil pressure light. I said, okay, I'll take it. He couldn't keep it there, there's no space. I said, okay, I'll take it back with me and get it sorted out. I'm putting an alternator on. I've done it before, not on a van, on a VW, but on a car, a Fiesta. It's not that hard. And there's plenty YouTube clips out there, and the one I saw in particular had exactly the same problem, which you're going to see, which I'll show you now.
So when you start your van, if you're getting the battery light on, the all lights on, and the rev counter not working, I can guarantee that'll be the alternator at fault.
Yeah, so that was useful. Exactly the same problem. So I've got myself a new alternator, and we're going to give it a go. I was going to say I don't anticipate any problems, but I do actually, because you always get unforeseen problems. A cable will snap, or a bolt will round or something, and the nut will round and you can't get it off. And so let's see how it goes, and let's see if we can get this van running so we can get a few van trips in before winter kicks in, because it's almost the 8th month of the year, so it's going fast. Okay, catch you later. Didn't need an oil pressure light. Well, yeah, I'm quite chuffed. Yeah, it's quite satisfying, isn't it? Doing the job on a car, probably would have cost me hundreds of pounds. Doing it yourself. Yeah, I'll catch you later. There he is. Old moocher. The moocher. And Jude's back as well. What's going on, like, guys? I'm trying to talk to camera. Don't sniff his bum. He's been missing. We've had visitors for a couple of days. My daughter's been, and family, and cats are very antisocial, so they disappear. And he's only just come back, so I'm glad to see him. I rescued him. Right, yeah, the camper's fixed. Well, fixed. I put the alternator on. It's not the easiest job, but not the most difficult. At least on this camper, unlike my yellow one, Buzz, it doesn't have a floor pan on, which weighs a ton. That's a floor pan that protects the engine. The alternator is quite easy to get at. I need to raise it up a bit on the jack. Go away, Fergus. Go away. Go away. Go away. Yeah, I had to raise it up on a what the hell do you call those things? Ramp. To get it, but it's quite accessible. The hardest part was getting, it's two like plugs. There's the main wire, and there's two little plugs, and one of them was a bugger to get off. Very difficult. So I had to fiddle around for ages to get that off. But anyway, that came off. And getting it back on wasn't too bad. The main problem was the tensioner, the spring which tensions the fan belt. And on the advice of a YouTuber, whose video you've probably seen by now, you got to get your foot up against the alternator, really press with all your might while trying to flex the belt, which is very stiff, over the pulley. So that took a few goes and a lot of grunting and swearing, but I got it on okay. Yeah, the oil lamp has gone off, which means that it didn't need an oil pressure switch, which the garage was telling me I did need. The horn's not working still, so I've got to fix that. I don't know what that problem is. But yeah, it's ready, it's fixed. The electrics seem to be okay, just got to make sure it's charging okay. And it'd be ready to go on the road, so maybe a road trip in the next couple of weeks down to Radnorshire again. And yeah, so all's well ends well. It's been satisfying. It's always satisfying doing the job yourself, because if you're taking that into a Volkswagen dealer to have a new VW alternator plus the labour, they probably charge you about 500 quid or something. It cost me 109 quid for the alternator, and that was it. So right, okay, this has been mildly diverting. I'll catch you soon. See you then.